All right. Morning. Let's see. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning. About that. Out here just getting ready to start up. Get my hip all moving, and it gets pretty sore sleeping at night there with my sciatic nerve and stuff. So it's real good in the morning. Get up and moving around and get all them achy joints and tight muscles and stuff up moving around. Been working out real hard lately, so been pretty sore. Let's see. What is it? 27? I mean, between today and tomorrow will be, day 30 for me? Off of the Suboxone and stuff. I mean, let's see, sleep. Last night I went to sleep about 10. I woke up at 5 this morning, but then I went back to sleep until a little bit after 7. So, I mean, it's like 9 hours of sleep altogether, And I'll say this, sometimes you do wake up in sleep, and it kind of sucks because you have that initial anxious feeling, I guess it is, but I usually usually it's use the restroom. I usually just go do whatever and lay back down. It's real easy to go back to sleep. So, I'd suggest before just jumping up out of bed and being like, I can't sleep, to take a minute and actually try to go back to sleep, and you just might. So, if you're having a problem with that waking up stuff, and that spits up to that, has just gotten less and less and less. It's getting back to normal. I mean, whatever normal is, right? I mean, everybody's different. Everybody has their own level of normality and, whatever. But, let's see, day 6 here. Day 6 to 7 on no cigarettes. So, that's going good. I mean, and I'll say this, like I said before, I've wanted to get off opiates for a long time. It's something I've wanted to do, so I have less, I never liked them, so I have less of a pull and a little draw to suck me back to it. I mean, it might sound kind of, I'm not sure how to say it, but, I'll say this, like, I haven't even thought about opiates. I haven't craved them. Only time I've really thought about them is when they're talked about, or I talk about them. It's not really something that just in my mind is seeking. So I've had more problems not smoking cigarettes. Like, I know if I just don't go buy any, those cravings and stuff will initially stop. But, there hasn't been a day or a night that I haven't sat down, started watching shows, seen a cigarette and thought, cigarette, or something in my head just, cigarette. So, and it's totally different. I'm having a lot harder time not wanting a cigarette than anything to do with opiates. And, and I understand for people who want and have always liked the opiate high and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be a lot harder for you than it is for me. See, I was more into the speed, I did meth for fucking years, like 15 to 18 years. Like, I haven't done the math, I'm getting older. I don't necessarily want to do the math, no, I'm just kidding, but no. I started, the first time I did crank back then, we didn't call it meth, it wasn't crystallized as powder, it was when I was 12 at my next door neighbor's house. So I'm 38, so that's what, 26 years? Well, there's a few years in there I didn't do it, so we'll just say 20 years. That's good enough for me. Anyway, but I started getting off that shit last year, and it took me a while, kept going back and forth on using it and stuff. So, I mean, meth is a different monster in itself. It's very social, there's a very strong draw to the game. it's not down and drooly and depressive so much as opiates. With meth, you're dealing with something that's, because I sold it, I mean, I sold the opiates and heroin too, but when I sold meth, it's a whole different monster, because, I mean, even when you're not selling it, it's a whole different monster. You get up, and I mean, I don't really know how to explain it, but that's exactly what it is. You're getting up. There's nothing bringing you down about it. I know some people will use cheese or Vicodins or whatever. They pop some with a Red Bull or a Monster, and they get this high and they have energy. But no, that's nothing like meth, man. Meth is like take a puff, or if you smoke it or a little line or whatever, boom. I mean, you're off for the racetracks, people. I mean, you're trying to tear apart your fucking computer screen because, the volume button sticks on every once in a while and you got it in fucking 50 different pieces. That's meth, alright? It takes energy to the stupid level of uncontrollable and uncontainable neuroticism. And arrogance and, full of yourself shit that you think you're some kind of fucking rocket science that's gonna build a spaceship to the moon and blowing yourself up in your garage. No, probably, but don't try that. Especially if you're a tweaker. I mean, I don't know. I think I've seen more. Here's the thing about it. I've seen more people on meth do stupider shit just because they're high and off their gourd. The people on opiates, when we did shit for addiction, was totally different. I mean, on meth you do shit just because you're high. On opiates you do shit to get you high so you're not sick. See, there's a difference there. I mean, I do know people that got hooked on the needle with meth. Meth is, like I said, it's a different monster in itself. I know sometimes it's cut with other substances. Some are junk. Sometimes they use antidepressants. You'll see it cut with antidepressants or anti-anxiety medications or all kinds of shit to influence the people, because what they're trying to do, they're trying to make meth these days more addictive. See, because like when I started cranking shit, it wasn't like it's not a physically addictive thing. The only thing physically addictive about it is for maybe a month or two after you quit doing it, you're not gonna have any energy. You're gonna eat like crazy. You're gonna gain weight. But that only lasts until you sleep for about a few weeks. You get up, you start moving again. You're still kind of low energy, but you can build it up rather quickly. Some people might have a little depressive aspect to it for a little bit, but not real intense. It's just more like, you feel lazy. You feel like, and you might feel stupid for some shit you did or wasted so much time. But really, it's a social aspect of the meth that draws you back to it. Like, you can go over to the trap house, everybody's high, man. There's 15 people that you're all hanging out, just having a good time, getting high together. And sometimes there's drama, and a lot of people get addicted to drama and fighting and causing bullshit, and they get addicted to getting high and fighting with their boyfriends or so. It's meth is really for people that are bored. Whoops. And yeah, and it'll keep you so you're not bored. Even if you're alone in a dark room, you won't be bored on meth. And I think that's the biggest problem with it, really, and the draw to each other. You ever notice you never really just see one or two tweakers. You see like 5 or 6 or 10 I mean, so, and I see people get addicted to the routine of it. They get caught up in it. And that's what I mean when I say you get caught up. These people think they're just gonna go get high on dope or whatever for every once in a while. It's not gonna happen, man. It doesn't happen, especially if you have any money. Pretty soon they're gonna be showing up at your house and be like, hey man, I almost got something, or they're gonna be asking you for money, or you're gonna become part of that social aspect real quick. It's not that anybody really gives a fuck about you, because they don't. You know, as soon as you walk away from there, 10 other people are stepping where you were. They're not like really your friends. As soon as you stop doing it, they're gone, you know. I'll give a couple of them that might have been previous friends the benefit of the doubt and say they might stick around. But odds are they won't, you know. You know. Yeah, that's what I say. Like, I tell people not to offer or ask me about shit again, and my, old friends and shit like that, and they don't get a hold of me again. It's, it's not necessarily that I just gave them this big old roar. Part of it might be, but part of it also is that they're out there fucking with their high, man. They got better shit to do than fuck around with someone that's just doing whatever. I'm boring to them, so, in the way I see things like that is like, you actually have to go out there and put yourself in a position to be a part of that world. Yeah, it might come to your door every once in a while, but it's your choice to open that door and walk fucking through it. Right? If it comes to your door and you shut that shit, odds are it's not that one, at least that little part of it ain't coming back to it. I haven't met anybody that I used to do drugs with that's so persistent that it's going to get me to use. Like, they're such a malevolent person that they're just trying to draw me back into it. Every person I've told, no, I'm clean, blah, 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 run along, go on, go play with your little toys, little whatever the fuck you are. They go away. I had one girl I really, really liked. She asked me if I wanted to smoke a bowl the other day, blah, blah, blah. I told her I'm not doing that right now, blah, 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 blah. And she said, oh, okay, cool. Well, if you want to hang out, just talk or come by and you don't have to do anything, blah, blah, blah. She was still willing to hang out, but we've known each other for a long time, and, we have lots of stories. She's someone I'd like to see actually just put the pipe down for a little bit and get back to life, and, but that's another story in itself. I'm not going to go and put myself in that position. She wants to put it down and come up here, and it's cool. So that's just how that works. So, and the only reason why is I know there's like 50 other people there. So, and it's just not going to put myself in. So, again, see, that's my choice to walk through that door. But, she hasn't asked me again either. She's talked to me. She hasn't brought it up a single time. Not once. So, I don't know. I think, putting blame on people going out and being in situations or talking to people, there's nowhere in life you can hide from it, guys. If you think you can, you're a very ignorant person and arrogant. I mean, let's just consider the fact, if you're going to go out there and you're going to work, or you're going to be social, or you're going to go grocery shopping, or you're going to do whatever besides sit in a dark little room in a corner, which you might as well be on drugs if you're doing that, right? Because what the fuck kind of life is that? It's kind of like being on opiates. You're in a dark room. You don't realize it, but you are. But anyway, let's be honest. You can't hide from anywhere. Take your kids to the pool. You go to the Pendleton Rodeo. You drop your kids off at school. If you go out to fast food or go out to eat and you run into someone drinking liquor, there's nowhere in life these days you're going to be able to hide from it. You might be able to go to rehab, okay? Odds are they're going to be shoving anxiety, fucking antipsychotics and stupid shit down your throat anyways, just to deal with withdrawals that you're going to... Anyways, it's just money. Just money. I say things like that happen, and they help people. They do, especially people that are true addicts and will chop their left nut out to go get a hit. And there is people that will do that. There ain't a damn thing my ex-girl won't do to get high. I've seen it. I've watched her just deteriorate down into nothing. Most beautiful girl you ever fucking seen in your life. I mean, golden blonde hair that shone like gold in the sun. Blue, green eyes that just, she was beautiful, but Well, it didn't take long to watch the opiates and heroin just destroy her into nothing. And nowadays, I don't even tell people her name or that she's my son's mom by name or anything like that. It's just something I don't do. This is a small town. He doesn't need to be known as her son. This might sound hardcore, but hey man, the truth sucks. Right? And I'm not living for her, and neither is he. So she wants to be a responsible person that he can look up to and people can proudly well, we're not even going that. I'll just get mad anyways. But no, I just sat here and went off for about 15 minutes, guys, while I'm walking around. Son's getting ready for his first day of school, back to school. He's in preschool, pre-Head Start, whatever that is. He goes a couple days a week and comes home. But other than that, just working out like crazy, staying busy, spending at least 6 to 8 hours outside a day. Making sure it's not in front of the TV in a dark room, not being lazy, not sitting there thinking about stupid shit like not feeling good. Get up there and get out and move around, That's the important thing is I'd say is like, make sure you give yourself time too, It's all about getting up and moving around, but I've said this before, go and have a barbecue at the river, if that's something that is a trigger for you. Maybe doing it in a setting where you can't use, like with people aren't going to let you use, in a nice controlled setting, and do it a couple times. That might be triggering you while you're there doing it to use, but you gotta fight against that. You gotta go and experience it so you know how to get the tools in your box to battle against that. Otherwise, you're just going to have that fear. You can't live in fear, because living in fear is not living. And eventually, if you're living in fear about everything you're going to do, you're going to use again. You can't sit there and be afraid to do everything. You can't sit there and be afraid to live. Okay? Nothing is going to teach you how to, except for going out and doing it. You have more power than you think. Fear who you were. Don't fear who you are, or fear who you're going to be. If you do that, the opposite, you're going to have a real hard time. So, I highly suggest, if you got a group of people that you're hanging out with, go down to there before summer ends, have yourself some barbecues, go out there, get swimming, go out there, get in some nature, get in some life, get in some activities, do some shit, interact, get in some positions that make you feel uncomfortable. Do it in a controlled way that you can overcome and succeed. Put yourself out there. I said this many times. Sitting around for the next 3 to 6 months in a strictly controlled environment, playing through little fucking games in a controlled environment, like rehab or whatever, it'll help you acknowledge and maybe inform you of a couple of things you can do. But once you're out there on the fucking bank of the river with the barbecue going, where everybody used to smoke up and drink, you're not going to know that feeling, because you're in a safe environment. Once you're out there in real shit, like, man, I never had that pull to actually wanting a beer while the barbecue was cooking and kids were out there swimming and, everybody's out there in the bush hitting the pipe, or, this is when I take my opiates so that I'd have the energy and be in a good mood for everybody to have a good time, or whatever the fuck you had to do, or whatever you did, You'll feel that pull to it, and you'll know what it is. Because that's a real pull to it. That's your real addiction kicking in, and you're you're still semi in a safe environment, as long as you can control yourself there, and no one's actually gonna hand you something to get high with. You can overcome that. You can see for yourself what that feeling is, and learn how to battle against it, and learn what you need to do inside you and personally, so that you don't go and use. Because let's be honest, when you get out of rehab, what's you going to do? Go find a job or get your job back? How many people you think at work are getting high? How many people at work you think are going to ask you if you get high? How many people just in daily life, maybe going to a shopping cart that you might know at the store you run into from getting high? Or maybe you have to ride the bus. Maybe you're... Dude, for real. know? This is why I think most people relapse. I barely know anybody that stayed clean out of rehab. Like, maybe one or two people, and I've known probably 100 or two that have gone. No joke. I used to sell meth. I know a lot of fucking people. So, especially in this area, in this town. So, there isn't a place I can go in this town that I'm not going to run into 2 or 3 people. I can fucking guarantee you that. Guaranteed. If I leave my house and I walk downtown, just to the park, take my kid, especially right there. I mean, I probably know 5 houses I could stop at, just walking to 5 blocks down the hill to the pool park with my son that I could get shit at, or I know where people are at getting high. I mean, that's just on this side. That's just a little square of this town. You know, that's all over town. I know. Yeah, so, no. I mean, I've watched time and time again people come out of there for 3, 6, 9, even some for a year, come out of there, first thing they do in this place is go get high. Takes them maybe 2 weeks to a month, and then they're doing something to get high again. Every single fucking time, you know? No. Can't say much about the Pendleton rehab anyways, I've been there, but I'm at 21, 23, I'm just babbling on, guys. I think tomorrow's my day 30, so I might make another video. You know, I'm feeling a lot good, I'm feeling real good. It's just like, I don't know, you can't, opiates aren't even in my head, they're not something I'm feeling about. I feel fine. Every once in a while my stomach gets upset, or something will interfere with my sleep. Nothing too deep, nothing not manageable, easily manageable, and overcome. Yeah. So, cigarettes on the other hand, I think about them a lot. Like even right now, I want a cigarette. You know, after I eat, I want a cigarette. You know, this is day 6, so between now and tomorrow, the nicotine should be completely out of my system. Another week, hopefully, and then cravings start diminishing a little bit after 2 weeks to a month. You know, I quit smoking cigarettes for over 3 years once myself, so, you know, I know it's a pain in the ass and it can be irritable, but I know it's doable. You know, I started smoking cigarettes again when I came back from being married, from a divorce, so Anyway, but, alright. Look, guys, get up off your ass, get outside, get in the sunshine, get doing something happy, put yourself in positions. Don't sit in a room surrounded by barbed wire thinking that, you know, in 3 years when you open that gate and walk out, that, you know, the wild wilderness isn't going to come and devour you whole because you were prepared for it. You've been sitting there not doing shit, okay? Get up there and start mingling. Learn how to prepare yourself, learn how to fight against adversity, and learn how and when you're in positions of substance abuse that you can overcome it. You know, if it's being thrown in your face, learn the responses. You know, make it a natural, quick response. Don't give it time to think and sink in. You know, someone asks you something, practice saying, nope. So fuck that. Nope. Make a response in your head. And you know, don't give that thought a minute. You know, don't give it to it. Because then you're going to be second guessing yourself. Then you're going to talk yourself into it. You know, you're not going to feel good. You got to remember that. You got to talk yourself in. Be afraid of who you were. I'm babbling again. Okay? Anyway. This is Joe. Remember, never quit, never fail. Get up. You can do it. You can do it. I mean, not even day 30, guys. You know, week off cigarettes, so I feel fucking good. I think I probably dropped 30 pounds this month, just working out and stuff. So, I mean, by next month, yeah, start doing push-ups, sit-ups. So this is one thing I was gonna mention here. Like working out. Maybe you're walking, maybe you're jogging, whatever you're doing, but I suggest introducing, like, after the first week, push-ups, crunches. Start out, even if you can only do one push-up, make it like a 10-second push-up, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 push-up, and then every day after that, add another 1 or 2, or whatever you're doing, every day of your recovery, just like, see on these videos, day 6, 7, day 7, 8, That way by, day 30, you're doing 30 push-ups, or maybe you're doing 3 sets of 10 or 10 sets of 3, or however you want to do it throughout your day, and you're doing those many crunches, and just add another one the next day, add another one the next day. 120 days, you're doing 120 push-ups and 120 crunches throughout the day, right? Plus your other exercises. It only takes a second. Just think about that, So I was talking to one guy on here, FB, about, day 1, page 1 with the Bible. I'm going to read page 1 of the Bible on the big one. By day 30, you'll be on page 30. By day 120, you'll be on page 120. I mean, you can't go read other parts of the Bible, but going straight through it, day by day, one at a time. Same with your workout, one at a time. 1 push-up, 2 push-ups, 3 push-ups. It seems like nothing at first, but you're low energy. It's going to build your strength. It's going to build your energy. It's going to build just your self-worth and self-confidence as you get up there. I mean, if you're clean for 6 months, think about that, man. 6 months down the road, how many push-ups you be doing? Like 180? Man, 180 push-ups a day. You're going to be stacked, right? Boom! And it's going to build up. You're not even going to notice it. So, think about it. Never quit, never fail. You can do it. I can do it. You can do it easily.